We have returned. Welcome back to Westchester Talk Radio, where we are covering the best of Westchester here in New Rochelle, the heart of Westchester, New York. We're at the Glen Island Harbor Club, again, covering this annual event. We're produced this afternoon by Shaw Creative, made possible by White Plains Hospital, Robeson Oil, Tompkins Mayo Peck Bank, Lipolis Electric, Michael Labriola Inc., and Hightower Westchester. And my next guest has a very, very interesting business. In fact, you might say it's expanding. It's a business involving balloons. And Mike Blakey and I are very interested in understanding this. The business is called, let me see if I got Creative Crafting by Cynthia.com, or It's Poppin'. Okay. And I'm looking at a picture. You can't see it, folks, but she is on a couch. Get your mind out of this. She's on a couch underneath a bunch of really beautifully placed balloons. Please join me in welcoming the owner, the CEO, Cynthia Vele. Cynthia, how did you make a business out of balloons? And tell us about the business. But first, how did this even begin?
Well, firstly, thank you for allowing me to speak. This came by accident, completely organic, if you wanted to say. I went to art school. I have a degree where I'm very creative, and also that I have been in retail for a long time. So, had that management. Now, I got balloons. I just did something for my best friend's daughter, and there we go. I saw this on Pinterest.
How long ago? How long ago?
About 3 years.
Okay, what were you doing when that came up? Were you just doing general art, or were you working for other people?
in between jobs, and I wanted to do something a little bit more creative. So this came full circle for me now. And but like I said, it was all organic. This was something that's been on the internet for a while, especially not in the United States and in the UK, overseas. And we are now actually getting to this point where these balloon garlands, that's what they're called, organic balloon garlands, where there is no specific orientation. So it is completely by eye. It is completely organic. It's just...
So I could come to you. Let's say I coach a hockey team, and I wanted to give someone a party, but with a hockey theme. You could craft a balloon, maybe with the hockey sticks or whatever.
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm looking at the back, and I want to remind people we are talking with Cynthia Vele. She is the CEO of, and I got to read this, It's Poppin'. And if you look at it, it's also... is it subtitled Creative?
So my business is called Creative Crafting by Cynthia.
I want to be sure that people know where to go.
Correct.
So that's just a slogan to keep you going. It's popping.
Absolutely.
So once again, folks, the business is Creative Crafting by Cynthia.com. I'm going to say it again more slowly. Creative Crafting by Cynthia.com. Are you ready for some pop? Because it's popping. Now I'm looking at the back. You have several other illustrations of what you do. They're extraordinary. Where does this come from?
I mean, it's all in this brain.
Okay,
That's really what it is.
But scary place, an expansive brain.
Absolutely. A customer can give me an idea, like the rainbow per se. So that's a rainbow made out of balloons. And again, there's this organic way where it's taking smaller sized or multiple sized balloons and creating overlaying on top of other balloons. So it gives it depth, and that's where this kind of organic way comes.
Now, there's a lot of physical work involved here, too. You've got to blow up all these balloons. They're all different sizes and such. Now, do you sketch it out like in broadcast radio, or rather broadcast television? We use storyboards.
Sure.
Do you storyboard it? Do you do a little sketch?
I do. I have to do mock-ups for customers, especially if it's an outdoor installation. I need to see a picture of where it's going to be so that I can make sure that I can properly install it, how long it needs to be. There's a lot that's involved in that.
What's the biggest one you ever did? How many balloons?
Oh my gosh, like at least 1,000 or more.
1,000?
Yes.
You must have those compressors and oh
I do.
My goodness.
You'd think that there's not that many balloons out, but there's Many.
Okay. Now, do you have a studio where you do this? Do you do it out of your house?
I
'Cause
do.
This requires room.
It does. I do have an office that I'm able to have the room to really expand and blow up all of these garlands, because when I do make them, they are about 90% done when I go to the customer's house or event or venue, and I'm adding all of the balloons or the larger ones there.
I wish we were doing television because this is terrific. And that's why I'm reminding people to go to creativecraftingbyscynthia.com, where on that website you could see examples of what she does. Does anything stick in your mind as the most interesting or oddball or even special thing you've ever done?
Ooh, that's a good question.
That's what
I think they're all very unique. I do hold special to the first one that is on my brochure. It's actually on my website. When you
is
go
this
right
the
on my
one
website,
where you're on the couch with the
Yes,
short pants?
I do.
I'm trying to get people to look at it for you. They'll like that part. Yeah, but okay.
that will send them to my website, I'm sure.
Oh.
Yes, so I think I do hold that one a little bit special, just because that was one of the very first that I ever really did.
What is this? What almost looks like a little octopus.
It's a centerpiece.
Yeah,
That
really
is the
cool.
centerpiece. So it's a large balloon that you can have for any type of event. No helium. So all these balloons are actually filled with air.
Okay, so no helium, so it's not going
No
to fly
helium.
off. This thing looks like it could take me with it.
And
All right, how's business, and how can people get a hold of you to do business?
business is wonderful. I'm very lucky and to be a surviving business through 2020. So they can find me on creativecraftingbyscynthia.com or on Instagram, on Facebook. Those are the ways to find me.
Okay, once again, I remind you, Cynthia Vele is her name. She's the CEO, the founder of creativecraftingbyscynthia.com. Yes, it involves balloons. That's why their slogan is, "It's poppin'." But she would prefer you didn't pop them, but request it somewhere. I want to thank you very much for being with us. Now, you do have an exhibit here.
I do,
You have a lot of balloons at it.
It is amazing.
Where you
It is
at?
popping.
You got to check it out.
It's upstairs. I also have a photographer there as well, so you can take some pictures. It is something to see.
It is an expanding business, I would say, wouldn't I? All right, well, thank you so very, very much. Thank you for being on Westchester Talk.
Thank
A
you
real
so much.
pleasure.
Thank you.
Continued good luck. All right, everybody, we're going to take another break. We'll be back. I'm Bob Marone along with Mike Blakey. You're listening to Westchester Talk Radio live at the Best of Westchester. We're here at Glen Island Harbor.